North Scott Lady Lancer basketball is on the air. Welcome to the pit in Eldridge, Iowa, where postseason basketball is just about to get underway as we are 2 minutes from tip-off here at the pit. As the North Scott Lady Lancers get ready to take on Mount Pleasant. As both of these teams 2 wins away from making it to Des Moines and the state semifinals. I'm Noah Schlixa bringing you today's coverage on North Scott Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to pregame. So first off, this is a game where North Scott is heavily favored to win, but they can't get too confident in this one because Mount Pleasant, they can really come back and surprise them. But the problem is they got to get their offense going as they are averaging 37.8 points per game, and that is almost nothing compared to the North Scott 63 points per game on average. Let's send you back down to the court now after those keys to the game and really, as I said there, those offense key to the game, and they play good defense, but they have to play better if they hope to beat this North Scott team. Sorry, I had a couple chords right there. As I was saying, they have to play better defense if they want to stop. Yeah, if they have to stop one of the most dominant offenses in all of Iowa. Let's send you down to the court for the starting lineups and national anthem.
Good evening to all, and welcome to the pit. Home of the North Scott Lady Lancers. Tonight, the Lady Lancers host the Mount Pleasant Panthers in this Iowa Class 4A Division 5 semifinal game. The winner will play the victor of tonight's Kick-Up Fairfield game on next Tuesday, the 25th, for the regional championship in the right to advance to the state tournament in Des Moines. Now let's meet each team's players. First, the reserves for the Panthers. Number 3, Ava Lowry. 4, Jenna Lamb. 5, Kate Chilton. 32, Sydney Coleman. 34, Emma Rudd. 52, Andrew O'Brien. Mount Pleasant head coaches Kirk Watson. Assistant coaches are Amanda Dunn and Heidi Osborne. And now, your Lady Lancer reserves. Number 4, Raymond Shady. Number 10, Rachel Anderson. 14, Patricia Steele. 20, Avery Woods. 22, Sydney Happel. 24, Hattie Hagedorn. Number 30, Karen Teal. 34, Mary Bender. 44, Leslie Rottenfeld. 50, Lexi Ward. And 52, Lauren Nollywood. DJ Case is the head coach of the Lady Lancers. The assistant coach is Devin Rolston. The volunteer coach, Colin Woods. And the student assistants are Ian Balls, Josie Case, Ella Ringer, and Trey Featherson. The athletic trainer is Katie Reingans. And now, tonight's starting lineups. We will alternate, starting with the visiting Mount Pleasant Panthers. A 5'6" freshman, number 13, Tristan Scholl. For the Lady Lancers, a 5'4" senior, number 2, Presley Cook. For the Panthers, a 5'7" junior, number 21, Emma Huckabone. The Lady Lancers, a 5'6" senior, number 12, Brooke Kilburn. For the Panthers, a 5'8" senior, number 22, Isabel Ashton. For the Panthers, a 5'9" junior, number 32, Sam Scott. For the Panthers, a 5'11" junior, number 23, Ellen Leakey. And for the Panthers, a 5'11" senior, number 30, Adrian Latham. Rounding out the Panthers starting five, the 5'8" senior, number 30, Lydia Stewart. And for the Panthers, a 6'1" senior, number 42, Grace O'Malley. Officials for tonight's game, Ray Wilden, Jeff Horst, and Sean Pelton. Now complete strides, remove your hats, and join North Scott All-State flag members and juniors, Abby Jensen and Owen Popelka, in the singing of our national anthem.
And let's play some basketball.
Best of luck to both teams.
As after a long season, both teams fought hard. And for the North Scott Lady Lancers, they finished undefeated at 21-0, going up against 8-14 Mount Pleasant Panthers. And postseason basketball just about to get underway. Here we go. A trip to a state title starts here for the North Scott Lady Lancers, and the road to it is also here for the Mount Pleasant Panthers as they hope to take their next step towards an upset and a surprising state championship. Presley Case with it now. She's going to drive, passing to Samantha Scott, who just misses the three. Rebounded, however, by Adrian Latham. Back out to Scott, passing to Brooke Kilberg. Kilberg to Presley Case. Shoots the three off the back of the rim. And still rebounded by Brooke Kilberg. That one goes! And the North Scott Lady Lancers are up by 2. And the full court press gets a turnover right away, but they turn it right back over. With that pass there. On the other end of the court, it's a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Grace Buffelli. Coming up the court is Brooke Kilberg. On the other end, Kilberg going to pass to Presley Case. Case passing to Scott. Brooke Kilberg over to Presley Case. She's going to drive. Down low, going to be fouled.
Foul's number 22, Ashton. That's her first, team's first.
That one on Isabel Ashton. Down low, Grace Buffelli is going to be fouled on the shot, sending her to the line to shoot 2. One of the most dominant players in the state, Buffelli. Second in Iowa with 29.2 points per game. A 77% free throw shooter as she gets that one to go right there. 3-0 North Scott. Second free throw from Buffelli is up and it's good. 4-0. Pressure still being put on by the Lady Lancers, something they have not done all season as they force another mistake there. Could have been turned over as the pass fell right into Presley Case's hands. There's the inbound now. Comes Mount Pleasant, and a traveling violation is going to be called on Lydia Stewart. She's their leading scorer, averaging 8.3 points per game. So their scoring is very spread out. And the 3 from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Presley Case, and she's going to be fouled. Early on, North Scott dominating off the boards. Mount Pleasant has not gotten a rebound yet. And there have been many opportunities to do so. As in the lineup now is a freshman, Adria Lopriato. Lopriato averaging 5 points per game. Presley Case gonna shoot the 3, in and out, rebounded by Brooke Kilberg. Presley Case with the ball now. Brooke Kilberg driving, kicks to Adrian Latham, into Buffelli, and no shot. There's going to be a foul on Mount Pleasant.
Number 23, that's her second, team's fourth.
Ellie Lichty. Yeah, I think it's Lichty. On the foul there. That's her second, and she's on the bench now. Averaging 3.3 points per game this season. Samantha Scott over to Presley Case. Brooke Kilberg shoots the 3 off the front of the rim. On the other end of the court, here's Mount Pleasant. That one almost stolen away. And timeout going to be called by Mount Pleasant. North Scott Lady Lancers putting the pressure on as they lead 4-0 headed into the timeout with 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Welcome back to the pit. Mount Pleasant ball. So they trail by 4 early on in this postseason matchup. The 3 is good from Tristan Scholl. Samantha Scott with it now, passing to Presley Case, over to Sydney Happel. Down low, somehow still with the Lady Lancers. And traveling going to be called on Presley Case. Lancers still with the press. Putting pressure on Lydia Stewart. Across the court, this is Scholl. And oh, that pass going across half court. And Presley Case gets it. Passing. Samantha Scott fouled on the shot. She's headed to the line.
Foul number 21, Huckaball, that's her first, team's fifth.
You might hear some of those squeaks throughout the broadcast. I have Tourette syndrome. I apologize. I don't want to do it. I can't control it. It'll annoy me more than it annoys you. As Samantha Scott hits the first free throw, 5-3. Second free throw up, she got it. 6-3. Double teamed is Stewart. Taking the ball up the court, over to Scholl. They cannot handle this North Scott pressure. As another turnover there, jump ball. However, possession will stay with Mount Pleasant. Six to three the score with 4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This is Stewart with it now. As her pass is going to be tipped out of bounds by Presley Case. Inbounding it now. Stewart. Her pass to Opriato. Got to them, but got to her. Presley Case did foul though, as possession still with Mount Pleasant. This is Scholl passing. In the corner, Opriato passing. Down low, the pass. Jumper, no good. From Emma Huckabee. Sydney Happel passing. Presley Cates shoots the three. In and out. And a jump ball there. Possession staying with North Scott. As into the game, Sydney Coleman and Brooke Kilberg. Presley Case inbounds to Grace Buffelli. Buffelli shoots the three. She got it! 9-3 the score. She doesn't shoot many of them, but she gets them to go when she does. As another turnover there, Presley Case with it now outside. Down low to Sydney Happel. Puts up a hook shot. No good. Rebounded there by Sydney Coleman. That's their first rebound of the game. Believe it or not, as it took them over 5 minutes to do so. On the other end of the court, they cash in. Lopriano. Down low, Grace Buffelli gets it to go! She's got 7. And again, stolen away. Tipped out of bounds. Just trying to slow things down. It's back into the game now for the North Scott Lancers. Checking into the game. Taryn Keel. And back into the game, Regan Schoening. Presley Case puts up a floater off the back of the rim and out. And another jump ball there. Possession over to Mount Pleasant. Inbound now. Pass over the middle. Gonna be fouled. Is Andrea Lopriato. Oh, jeez. Sorry about the camera. And now to Tristan Scholl. Scholl takes it up the court. And slapped by Presley Case. And Pass tipped, stolen away on the other end of the court. Presley Case puts up the jump shot. Oh, rolls off the rim. It's a winner-go-home game for both teams. As a three from the corner, no good. Rebounded now by Presley Case as she brings the ball up the court. Case passing. The drive, fouled on the shot.
Foul number 52, Lopriano, her first, team sixth. Shaking at the line.
Shaining sinks the first free throw as Samantha Scott checks in for Presley Case.
For the Panthers, along with Scott.
Emma Rugg into the game, along with Lydia Stewart. Pressure being put on Stewart. She gets out of it, passes, and stolen away. Brooke Kilberg on the fast break, lays it in. It's 15-5. Timeout called by Mount Pleasant as North Scott takes a 10-point lead with 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter. One minute and 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and the North Scott Lady Lancers lead the Mount Pleasant Panthers 15-5. Mount Pleasant, if they want to stand a chance, they need to figure out how to break this press. See what they drew up during the timeout. As Coleman loses control of the ball, they're out of control as the pass is going to go out of bounds on the other end of the court. There's the inbound now as Brooke Kilberg going to take it up the court. Shaining. Passing. Kilberg. Samantha Scott gets the three to fall! 18-5. Coleman ready to inbound now. Stewart. And now to Isabel Ashton, who's going to be fouled. By Adrian Latham.
That's her first, team's third.
Inbounding it now. Ashton bringing it up the court. She's going to be fouled. Again by Latham.
Foul number 4, Shaining, her second.
Reagan Shaining, sorry.
Case returning to the Lady National lineup.
Presley Case into the game for the Lady Lancers. Here's Mount Pleasant, and another turnover. Presley Case lays it in on the other end. They just cannot get anything to go offensively. The Panthers losing control of the ball. That's going to be back to the Panthers. Ashton have a jump ball forced on her. Possession back to the Lady Lancers. Presley Case on the other end of the court. The buzzer beating three. She got it! Samantha Scott sending us into the second quarter with a bang. North Scott Lady Lancers lead 23-5. Headed into the break.
Returning to the lineup for the Panthers, Shoal, Huckabo, League Team, and also in the lineup number 4, Jenna Lamb.
Here we are returning back to the pit. So North Scott Lady Lancers lead by 18 at the beginning of the second quarter. They lead 23-5 over the Mount Pleasant Panthers here in this postseason battle. It's a win or go home game. So Mount Pleasant, they need to turn it around if they want their season to continue. Stewart picks the ball up and is going to turn it over. Presley Case on the other end of the court with it now. Passing to Samantha Scott. Over to Brooke Kilberg. Case across the court. Scott down low to Grace Buffelli. Outside, Presley Case driving down low, puts up the floater off the front of the rim, puts it back up, and she got it! 25-5. Mount Pleasant just cannot handle the pressure on the press, as a foul is going to be called on Presley Case.
Foul number 2, Presley Case. That's her second, team's fifth.
Mount Pleasant with the ball. Stewart in the corner. Passing it down low. Back out to Stewart. In the corner. Puts up a three. No good. That's our first shot in forever. Grace Buffelli down low. She got it. North Scott student section. They've sat down. They're bored. This one a dominating performance nonetheless. A sign of good things to come for the North Scott Lady Lancers in the state tournament. The shot put up. No good. Grace Buffelli on the other end of the court. Lays it in. She's got 11. Timeout called by Mount Pleasant. They just cannot stick with the Lady Lancers as they lead 29-5. With 6 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the second quarter when we return. Here we are back now, coming out of the timeout. Mount Pleasant just seems overpowered. So North Scott absolutely dominating here in this one. Coming up the court now. Stewart at the top of the key loses control of the ball and it goes out of bounds. Brooke Kilberg with it now. Kilberg over to Scott. Kilberg. Alyssa Bockenfeld with it now. Brooke Kilberg shoots the three from the corner. She got it! 32-5. A 27-point lead for the North Scott Lady Lancers. Foul going to be called on Lydia Stewart.
Back to line up for the Panthers. Along with Coleman.
As she checks out with Kenna Lamb. On the other end of the court now, it's Grace Buffelli with it. Passing to Adrian Latham. Brooke Kilberg with it now, over to Bockenfeld, to Samantha Scott. Grace Buffelli down low, lays it in! She's got 13. Lancers lead 34-5 with 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Down low, shot's no good. Mount Pleasant, as I have said previously, they just cannot handle this pressure. This is an offense that has struggled this year. And just even worse here tonight. Grace Buffelli shooting a 1-and-1, gets the first free throw to go. It's now a 30-point North Scott lead. Not even halfway through the second quarter. Buffelli makes it 31. Inbound now. Lady Lancers keeping the pressure on, causing another turnover. Nice ball handling there by Brooke Kilberg to keep possession. Grace Buffelli puts it in down low. She's now got 17 points in this one. Outside the three, short. As checking into the game for the North Scott Lady Lancers, Avery Woods. It's Presley Case going to bring the ball up the court. Grace Buffelli shoots the three. Just off the front of the rim and out of bounds.
Rachel Anderson.
4 minutes and 1 second to go.
On the court now for the Lady Lancers.
As looking at the emotions being shown by Mount Pleasant players, you can tell they just feel overmatched and have sort of given up. So on the other end of the court, it's a three. No good. Rebounded by Buffelli. Give her 19. Foul going to be called. There's Cortasia Seals checking in for Grace Buffelli. Samantha Scott also checking out of this one. And for her, Taryn Cole. Possession over to Mount Pleasant now. Pressure being put on. In the corner, driving. The three, no good. From Sydney Coleman. The three on the other end, no good from Woods. She puts it back up after getting her own rebound. Put back. No good. Cortasia Seals puts up a shot. That no good. Rebounded. And Ashton bringing it up the court now for Mount Pleasant. Her shot no good.
Foul number 20, Avery Woods. Her first.
Foul on Avery Woods.
At the line for the Panthers, Emma Alyssa Bachenfeld in the lineup for the Lady Lancers.
Second free throw up, no good. They have not scored since almost the first, probably 3 minutes of the first quarter. North Scott. Think back. They're on a 32-0 run. A three from Avery Woods, in and out, rebounded, put back, no good from Rachel Anderson. On the other end of the court now. She'll be sent to the line there.
Foul's number 30, Karen Keel, that's her first. Game 7. Kristen Scholl at the line for the Panthers.
First free throw is good, which will end the 38-0 run.
After back the line for the Lady Lancers. Along with Lamb and Lopiano for the Panthers.
Second free throw up, off the back of the rim, and out. Cortasia Seals with it now, passing. Rachel Anderson, her pass to Sydney Happel, knocked out of bounds. 55.1 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So North Scott leads 40-6. Down low, the hook shot from Sydney Happel, no good. On the other end of the court, that one gonna go out of bounds with 41.3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Bockenfeld bringing it up the court, passing to Cortasia Seals. Seals with it now, over to Sydney Happel, down low, no good from Taryn Keel. Stolen away, fast break, Bockenfeld lays it in with an and one opportunity, fouled hard.
Foul's number 32, Coleman. That's her first.
Foul on Sydney Coleman, her first foul.
Ava Lowry in the lineup.
Ava Lowry into the game now.
On the line for the Lady Lancers, Bockenfeld.
Alyssa Bockenfeld into the game now. At the line, sorry. Her free throw, off the back of the rim, and out, rebounded by Mount Pleasant. Bringing the ball up the court, 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The buzzer beater, no good. So that will take us into halftime as the North Scott Lady Lancers lead the Mount Pleasant Panthers 42-6. They had a 38-0 run there in the first and second quarter. As we head into the break, again, the score 42-6. When we return, I'm going to start a new stream on my channel, so go to the home page. Wait for that to come out. Thanks for tuning in to North Scott Sports Network.